topping off a short-range AR-15 to your favorite brush gun, low-power variable scopes have a multitude of uses. Whether you're a service rifle shooter, a multi-gunner, a hunter, or maybe you're looking for a self-defense optic, Athlon's got you covered. Here's a quick rundown of all of our short-range scopes. We'll start from the top and work our way down. First up, the Cronus BTR. This is built in Japan for Athlon Optics. It was specifically designed for the multi-gunner. The AT-SR2 reticle, it was set up for a 68 or 69 grain Bowtail hollow point out of a service rifle. You can use this with 55 grain and 75 grain, and those subtensions are still going to line up. If you're using a 68 or 69 grain, a 200 yard zero is going to get you out to 600 yards. If you're using a 100 yard zero, 75 grain, roughly the same. There's quite a few features on here that would appeal to the multi-gunner. Your illumination, every other position is off. So you don't have to make a full revolution. If you were shooting a stage on 8, you can dial just one click, come right back to it on the next stage. A little easier to stay where you were on the previous stage. The locking turrets on this are really nice. You don't have to worry about bumping them when you're out and about. It also has a zero stop, so if you're going to run two different loads, maybe cheap 55 grainers for the close stuff and 75 grainers for long range, you can remember your zero offset, hit the zero stop, and come right back to your next load for whatever purpose you're running. Where this thing really shines is positional shooting. If you're in an awkward position, maybe they've got you on a rooftop or behind a barricade, maybe you're shooting offhand, this has really exceptional eye relief. The reticle in here does feature a center dot, an illuminated center dot. It is daylight bright. It also features HD glass, so low light performance, early morning, late in the evening. You're going to have a really crisp, bright, clear picture out of this. Next up on our list is the Midas BTR Gen2. This still features HD glass and a 1:6 power magnification. It has an illuminated reticle, cap turrets. The turrets on this are really nice. If you actually want to dial for those longer shots, these are very, very tactile, very sharp. It has two reticle options, the AT-SR16 and the AT-SR4. The AT-SR16 is a pretty simple MOA subtension duplex with a circle around the center of it. On the AT-SR4, we're using the same 68 and 69 grain subtensions. So again, for multi-gunners, home defense, AR-15s, that's going to work out well. If you want to use this for hunting, that HD glass is going to perform really well in low light. Say you have a brush gun, you're hunting in the woods, maybe it's hogs up close. The AT-SR4 reticle is also really useful for hunting. Even though it's made for the 68 and 69 grain Bowtail hollow points, you can run it through an app and see, for instance, we're going to show you the 150 grain interlock from Horny. This is their American Whitetail. If you're hunting hogs up close, maybe you're deep in the woods or in thick brush, you want that low end 1 power, but you still want to be able to dial up for those longer shots. You can use this on standard calibers, it works out great. The Helos BTR is a scope we designed for service rifle shooters. You do have an illuminated reticle, 1 to 4.5 power, so you're not gonna go over magnification and you're not going under. It keeps you right where you need to be for those competitions. The elevation turret on this actually has a nice little limiter on it. It has 60 MOA total elevation adjustment. However, on this guy, once you've set your zero, you can dial 23 MOA and come right back to zero. No chance that you're going to go over your intended elevation. You do have a hard zero stop in here, precision zero stop, and one of the few scopes on the market for service rifle shooters that has an adjustable parallax. It's going to give you a nice little edge, just kind of help tighten those groups up for you. There's really nothing like it in this price range on the market to have all these features, advanced fully multi-coated glass, and a reticle designed to bracket your target when you're shooting service rifle. This year we brought out our first 1:8 power scope. This is the Argos BTR Gen2. You don't have the HD glass that you had on the Midas BTR. You have advanced fully multi-coated glass, so this is still going to give you pretty good low light performance, dusk and dawn. This features the ATS-R5 reticle. The reticle's horseshoe in the center is designed to bracket a silhouette at 100 yards. So just put the shoulders between the horseshoe, it's going to help center you up real quick, get you on target. This is really a great entry-level 3-gun scope, multi-gun scope. At the same time, great for home defense, self-defense setups, or for the hunter. It does have an illuminated reticle with 11 positions and capped turrets, so you're never going to lose your zero. If you're truly budget-minded, the Talos BTR might fit the bill. This is a nice little 1-to-4 power. You have an illuminated reticle, exposed turrets, and fully multi-code lenses with nitrogen purging. That's going to make sure that this optic performs when you need it, yet it's not going to set you back too much. That's your quick overview of Athlon Optics short-range scopes. If you guys have any questions or comments, put them down below. Thanks for watching.